right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is hot off the press. This is news. I'm not really that topical usually on this podcast, but sometimes I dabble. Sometimes I flirt with the idea of being relevant. And I think we've all seen the big news. The popular, apparently, website or blog or organization, not sure, KidSpot has released their annual list of the top Bogan baby names for 2021. They've been revealed and they're great. All right, as a man of culture, I wanted to know what the fine parents of Australia are calling their kids during a pandemic. And ladies and gentlemen, I was not disappointed at all. These are real names. I have confirmed they are real names. There are birth certificates out there that I don't know why they allow this shit. So the top guys ones, I'll just kind of go through them. Crash was one because of course it is. Yep. Is your other son's name N Bandicoot? You know, Legend was one. Honestly, pretty sick name. Also would be annoying because everyone's just like, oh, what a legend. And no one would be sincere ever with you. They'd be like, oh, dude, you're such a legend. And you'd be like, yes. You know, imagine if someone was like, dude, you're such a Luke. I'd be like, well, yep, I guess that's me. London, but spelt Lundynn. So like Lyndon, but London. That is very Bogan. My favorite one, though, I'm just going to read out my favorite one. Let's just cut straight to the chase. Someone called their kid Lynx. Imagine your first day of school. You rock up. Not even, actually, first day of high school. In primary school, you may float under the radar to some of the kids. Look, the parents will be all laughing at you, but sure. You get in there, day one of high school. Someone's like, oh, can I borrow your Lynx? And then this poor person's like, I'm not your fucking slave. You can't just ask someone else to borrow me. And then he's going to find out that Lynx is a deodorant and that his parents are garbage. You can't name your kid. I think this should also be a rule. You can't name your kid of something that gets slapped on an armpit. It's as simple as that. Don't call your kid wax strips either. Don't call your kid Rexona. Why? Because that's fucked. Don't call your kid body odor infused hair either. It's just, it should be just, and this is a good one. This was number one on the list. Rolexus. That's the most Bogan shit I've ever heard. They're like, fuck, I can't afford one, so I'll just call my kid Rolexus. Imagine that. Oh, mate, just had a kid. Oh, yeah? I've got a Rolexus. Like, what? How'd you afford that? You just had a kid. No, mate, that's the kid. You're like, oh, you're a piece of shit. Rolexus, dude, these names are fucked. I read this and just felt bad for these kids. The girls' one's probably worse. Summer Breeze was a name. That's just very Byron Bay. This one though took the cake, and I'm not lying here. It's on the list. It's number one. Parents, I don't know how this was actually allowed. Like how they could get out of the hospital. You can clearly tell the hospital's overrun with COVID cases, and it's like, get the fuck out of here, because a mum or a dad named their child in the last year, their female daughter, Vagina. You're going to call her older sister, or her younger sister, Clitoris? You can't do that to a kid. What the hell is the prep teacher supposed to do? Like, you're in grade 1 or whatever. You're 6, 7. Who knows how old you are in grade 1. Right? School's different everywhere. And your kid goes, all right, Bethany, here. Charlotte, here. They go down in alphabetical order. You know, they get to T. Tiffany, here. they get to W. You know, Wendy, here. Then they get to V. Vagina. The kid's like, sorry, what? Is vagina here? Is there a vagina in the room? That teacher's getting fired. Boom. So you've lost that future teacher their job because then they have to explain to their kids why that's a bit funny and why they can't say, for example, say if they're doing the Chubby Bunny challenge and they're putting things, just a bunch of innocent kids and they're all hanging out and they're like, oh, let's put this lolly in vagina. And then someone has to explain to a 7-year-old that your parents are dumb as fuck, right? And that's not okay, dude. Here's the thing, and there's also one that's on the list is Zachlin, which I kind of like. That's hilarious. Imagine if a girl came up to you and was like, "I'm Zachlin," and they would only ever say it like that. There could be good Bogan names. All right, next year, parents, if you're listening, I know I don't have a very older demographic, but maybe there's a couple of parents that listen to this podcast. Let's start doing better Bogan names. If you're gonna be garbage, let's put a little bit of flavor on it. All right, I'll help you out. I would love to introduce myself to a kid one day. I go, hey mate, what's your name? He goes, oh, Free Sauce. Boom, that's a name. Links. Come on, if we're doing links, then we can just do fucking anything. Hey, it's like, oh, this is my son, Fairy Bread. This is my other son, Movie World. We're just doing Bogan shit that people use and enjoy now. For names, are we? This is my son, Darryl Braithwaite. That's his whole name, no space, Darryl Braithwaite. And his middle name is no space, we'll be riding on the horses. All right? But it's a hashtag as well. Because they're just, because why the fuck not? These are real. I'm not lying here. These are on fucking birth certificates. Dude, Jackson with an S-I-N. Oh my God. You can't do that to people. Chardonnay for the girls. This is my daughter Chardonnay. I'm Sharon, she's Chardonnay. Fuck it. In 10 years' time, you're gonna meet a kid called Furphy. For sure, in this country. Go up to Queensland. Dude, there's just going to be a kid called 4X. Straight up. I'm not going to be mad when I meet him, but I'm not going to be I'll be thrilled. But I'll be like, fuck, that's so fucked. That this kid, that's the kid's name now, I don't even know what to say about this. The world's fucked. This is not news. But I'm still reporting on it every week. It's just new evidence I'm bringing to the table. Every week I'm like, oh, this is fucked. Last week I'm reading out how dumb people are on TikTok. And then you wonder why. Because their parents have called them Rolexes. Fucking explains a lot, doesn't it?